Hello everyone, praise good day. Welcome back to more Tears of the Kingdom. Last time we finished off every, notable side quest, like every easily accessible side quest at this point in the game on the surface. Meaning Gerudo Town was our last stop, we're done there. And now this is going to hit a kind of a collection of videos or recordings that I don't know if I'm going to have a definitive start, a definitive end, but I do have definitive goals. So I only learned about it when I started doing like a couple of the last 2 or 3 stables, but apparently each stable has a frame inside of it that does connect to a side quest. You just have to talk to this frame, and these do count as side quests. Yes, it has caught my eye. Please, I wish to bestow upon it some splendor. We stable owners are going to be putting paintings on display for everyone to enjoy. The Stable Association figured it would be a good idea to hang in the frames first to get ready. Putting a lot of thought into what I might put a good painting into a pair with that frame. And I finally made a decision. I want to get a picture of the giant bird with wings spread wide in the Heber Mountains. Excuse me. Have you seen the lone tree growing on Toronto Peak, the southernmost Heber Mountain? If you look to the northwest from that tree on a clear day, you can see a giant bird on a mountainside. I never seen the real thing, though. Let's see if I could go. But there's no way I can leave the stable unattended. But how magnificent it must be. Thinking that a bird stretching its wings in the Heber Mountains gives me a chill. How I wish I could put the likeness on the wall. Even copying it from a decent picture would be well enough. So, Toronto Peak. I'm pretty sure this is, oddly enough, very closely related to... Here we go. This particular quest is actually oddly related to, I think, a quest that was in... Brain, we'll restart in a second. That wasn't Breath of the Wild, but it was about, like, finding something that somebody lost. I just know it was a very oddly related thing. But anyway, let me just go ahead and meet you on top of Toronto Peak, because I think I know exactly what they want. Okay, so this is Toronto Peak right here. I'm not even gonna like zoom. I'm not gonna like show it on the map or anything. Just trust me, this is Toronto Peak. Now, I just I think I mentioned it at the end of this last session, but I did make a checklist of things I want to handle within these next few sessions before I go running off. Excuse me. Before I go running off to oh, what the crap is it? Before I go running off to effectively turn in the regional, or what is that main story called? Because it was selected. What is this called? Regional Phenomenon. But yeah, go turn in that regional phenomenon quest. That'll be like a major happenstance when it does happen, and it'll probably be its own video when I get there. But I wrote down this. I did say it, but I did write down a series of quests. Also, Lone Tree. Good to see you, my old friend. Oh, a pinecone. And also, I believe the giant bird it is talking about is... Well, I thought the bird it was talking about, oddly enough, was going to be this. Because that is a bird... Is it a little lower? Is this a perspective puzzle? I may have looked this up, but like, when looking out upon Toronto Peak, like you looking for a huge bird, that kind of looks like a bird, but maybe. So we can see we're looking northwest. Okay, from here. There's a giant bird when looking northwest from this peak. But anyway, get back to this story. I wrote down a list of what I want to conquer, and when I immediately woke up from a nap because like my body decided, nah, I'm good, fam, and passed out for the day. I had a list. That's northeast. Oh my gosh, it is a bird. That is a bird. Holy cow, that's cool. But yeah, I wrote down a list of things I wanted to do today, and I put this, like, I wrote it all down. I put stable photos at the top of this list. Let me get back over here quick. I put the stable photos at the top of this list, and then I wrote it out in order that I just wrote wells, frogs, and then depths, lap 2. apparently I've now hit a point in my grammaticism or my grammatical abilities that I managed to typo depths. Writing physically with a pen. As you hear me clicking a pen, as if that adds any gravity to the story. I spelled depths D-E-P-T-S-H. So close, yet so far. Anyway, my horrible grammar aside, let me go ahead and get this person a picture. Also, I'll probably have to clear up my camera. Seriously, yes. Oh yeah, I was about to say, wait, are you not going to continue it? That's remember, if the stable hand isn't standing at the point of the stable, it does have to what is it? The game does have to process the person's walking to the back half of the stable. Hey, can you look at this? Look at this photograph. Every time it makes me laugh. I should pull up the lyrics to that, just so I can do that as like a quick send off for all this. Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat all the text. I'll probably do like the unique text for each one of these. I'll speak on behalf of the stable hand. I will speak for them just to kind of get the unique text there, but I'm not gonna say it every single time. But if you have a picture, if you have another picture, yeah, you can just cycle these pictures out if you feel like something's better. I do have a pony point you need to claim. Oh, right, and I do have food. So before I cut away to the next stable, and I don't know what stables I have and have not done, so this will be kind of an interesting, I'm just going to scan top to bottom kind of thing. Let me go ahead and grab this reward really quick. Yeah, yes, be right with you. I believe this is the Knight's saddle and bridle. Knight's saddle. Yep. Oh, that one actually looks kind of nice. That's actually very nice looking. Extravagant. I guess this will help show stuff off. So, it's a Korok out there. I'm gonna do this. Okay, before I do this, let me show off a little something because of gear we've gotten. So let's switch out this, and let's go ahead and get down here to our newly acquired snow boots. And no longer affected by snow. But I guess to talk about this is like there's oddly enough a lot of stuff I'm going to show off. Again, am not going to show off the reward for getting all 1,000 Korok Seeds because I value some level of my sanity. But there's going to be so much stuff I'm going to get to show off because I've decided to commit to showing off basically everything 100%. I might still miss a few side quests, but I'm excited because I get to show off so much in this series. Minus a handful of things because I've decided to get 100% of everything but the Korok Seeds. But, yeah. Because, like, thinking back on it, I'm going to probably get to show off what all the rewards are for the stable, unless for some reason, that is unless there's, like, a reward for having, like, 70 stable points, and we might not see that, but this will help in the long run. We're going to get to see that reward that I said, no, I'm not going to show that off, and actually now I am going to show that reward off for all the wells. We'll get to see the special cutscene for getting all the bubble frogs, because at this point I'm 18 shy of finishing it, as of right now. And there's not so much reward we'll get to see, but kind of get to let people experience what it's like to... I have an idea for how to make the Depths Lap 2 a little more interesting. I mean, I am going to speed up that footage a lot because we did the bosses, and granted, each boss takes like 4 minutes, if not less, if you're doing it remotely right. But I don't think people want to like sit there, and I don't think people want to hang around and watch me fight every single boss fight while I have moments of just constant stopping. Moments of constant stopping and focusing on fighting something instead of providing insightful commentary. Plus, it's just, you know, again, just that whole, like, I got this weird giddy feeling that now I get to show off so much now that I've committed to doing so much more stuff. Oh. Also, speaking of showing off more stuff, at some point, I think when I stop by a stable at some point, I will, when I do stop by a specific stable, I just realized something I could do to help myself. When I stop by a stable that's close to a Great Fairy, I may go ahead and look at some of the last few things we did get and see what the rewards are for those. I'm probably not going to invest in them, but I will at least show them off. Plus, revisiting the stables as such does make sure I haven't missed out on any side quests that I may have missed. Been like, oh yeah, not Cass. Oh yeah, Penn, my boy. That's the boy Penn. Also, maybe Addison. I don't think we'll see anything that's going to happen with Addison, though. Like, as much as I would like, oh yeah, let me go ahead and help Addison. I love how his voice is. I love how this is my default voice for showing excitement. Just, ah yeah. Are you? Where are you? You have chosen. Where are you? I am. I apologize to your ears. Before I started this recording session, as you can kind of tell my voice, before I started this recording session, my body pretty much fully shut down on me. After it's kind of a bad deal. Don't worry, I am physically well and everything, but it's kind of a deal where I basically had dinner the previous night at midnight, and then I went to bed shortly afterwards. And then between midnight the previous night and 6 o'clock the night following, I guess 16 hours later is the best way to say this, I had only had 4 slices of toast and an apple. So, I think my head was getting into weird. I was getting into a weird headspace because I hadn't eaten anything for. Speaking of eating more food, I had not eaten anything for 16 hours, so my brain was getting into a weird headspace. But also, I had not. I think I also ate enough so fast. Like I had dinner. And then my body was still craving for more food because I starved so much, and also to work out in between in that time period. And again, reminder for people those who don't know or don't keep up with me complaining on social media. When I work out bare minimum 2 hours. So my body was calorie deficient at least 3 times over. Yes, empty frame. So I think it was a form of my body was pushing a headache on me because you haven't eaten in 16 hours, followed by, hang on, we just had an entire day's worth of calories in the span of like an hour and a half. I'm going to need to process this one. You're going to need to knock out. Hang up. There's this big lake to the south up here called Korok Lake. It looks like any other lake at first glance, but when the water levels rise, it takes the shape of a monster called Korok. That's how it got its name, I suppose. Anyway, I'd like to paint a picture of Korok Lake when it looks like an Korok hanging on the wall. And who knows, with all the monsters showing up, maybe it'll keep them away? Thing is, I can't exactly leave the stable unattended. Yeah. So let's go get this one. So, there is a place south. Now, I just had a realization while I was warping over here what things I could do. I'm going to put just my standby of this. Any stable I haven't visited. This is the recording session. This specific recording session. Anything a stable I have not visited, I'm going to put a mark right next to. Just to be like, hey, you have to go here still. Now, I know I did the one. The only thing is, I know I don't need to do this one down here. But I don't remember what the other stables were that I have done as of this point. So again, I'm just going to put marks near stables I haven't been to yet. For this. The midi stables, there's 2 of them. One at Lookout Landing, one is at Lookout Landing, one is by Dig Dogger Bridge here, actually, where you just put a pin right next to it. So those 2 particular, I think that's the one I did. I think that may be the one I did, actually. But, sorry, I've got my, trying to process 5 things at once. So yeah, I'm just going to put these pins here to say that I have not been here yet, and hopefully I'll be able to make them out amongst everything. Let's see, there should be... I'm at this one, so this is moot point 1. There should be... We did upper left and most lower left. So I should have... 13? I'm just checking... Give me one while I recheck this map to make sure I haven't missed any stables. Oh, I did miss one. I missed 2, actually. No. I want to put a pin next to it just so I know I need to go there. It's always the ones in the middle of Hyrule. Okay, I won't get paranoid over it. Like, if I miss one, I miss one. But I think I've gotten all of the stables accounted for as of now. So anyway, I do have to head south to Octorok Lake. Yeah, I'm just gonna take... Oh, is this it? Yep, that's it right there. Okay. So let me head south to Octorok Lake, and I should really be putting pins in this stuff so I know where I'm going. My mind is a messy place. Actually, before I cut away, I want to do this. If I happen to come across any bubble... Like, my radar pings off for bubble frogs, so I'm pretty sure that's what it's set to right now. Oh, I can just go up a few from here. Yeah, it is. If my radar goes off for bubble frogs in an adventure at any point, I'll just break off and go to... I'll just break off from it and go to that... I'll break off and go find the bubble frog, but I'll keep you guys with me. Or I'll bring you guys back in once I find it. Now, we're already here, but this is supposed to look like Octorok Lake. Let's just pull up the camera and see what it does. What is... Oh. I don't see the picture of Octorok. I don't see the Octorok in this. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. Oh. As if on gosh dang command. Let me get higher up here. Thank you, game, for making this easy for me. Okay. I gotta talk about this, because I keep thinking, oh, this is just a random happenstance, this keeps happening, but I want to say that, like, the game does have like something in tow. Sorry, Madison. The game must have something in its banks or something in its back pocket to be like, oh, or to be like, yeah, hey, if you... Oh yeah, the picture of the carp. I do want to keep this cleared out just in case. But yeah, the game must have something in its memory to be like, hey, if quest is selected and player is approaching or at quest, make it rain, or make it do, if it has to be something weather related, make weather related thing happen for a little bit, and hopefully the player will notice it. There's gonna be like some weird lines of coding in there to signify that, because I may have to roll back in footage while I was because I wasn't paying attention to that when I was paying attention to that when I was talking about my odd factoids or odd things that related to this, and I don't remember what I even said anymore. But I'll have to roll back in the footage to see if the forecast even had rain on it before I walked up to that position. I got your picture, my friend. I waited a minute just to make sure like you would actually come up there. Yep. I probably should. I probably should have actually taken a picture, or I should have taken a picture from like a more southerly space location. But gosh, that does look like an Octorok, doesn't it? And of course, you can take other photos of this if you don't like how it looks. But I would say if I had my choice, I probably would have taken it so it was like more top down, looking at the Octorok from the bottom. But this will work. Anyway, Pony Point and okay, well, hopefully it doesn't like debar me from completing the quest. It does bar. I have to actually eat the meal. I'm mad. Just start eating. Well, eating everything that won't make any use or any sense at this point. Anything that's like... Can I sort it by like hearts healed? By effect. This actually helps a lot. Can I... Now, does it sort it by... Like amount of... No, just by effect. I was hoping it kind of sorted it by amount of hearts it healed. I guess I just gotta manually go through that. I know. Well, this is useless at this point. Okay, anyway. Hey. Hey, can I get my gift? There we go. Now it's all done. There, now it's all finished. I hate that that's the thing. Anyway, I believe we were only 120 points shy. So, let's clear this. And now that we got that done, next shrine. I feel like I'm going to just kind of sweep left to right. So I guess this is the next shrine we'll go to. Oh, well, before we move on to the quest, Addison's here. So, how can we help you today, Addison? Your sign... I do not like your sign. It does not spark joy. But I have an idea to make it work. And oddly enough, you have put the pieces of the puzzle right in front of me to make this possible. Okay, so just sandwich that in and... Oh. Okay, maybe that'll hold it. I definitely cut out some of that mess. Okay, that will hold it. A little more excessive than I would normally do for this kind of thing, but we'll take it. But I guess while I'm finishing up, I kind of, because I'm going to eat soy meals, I kind of wish there was a way to dump meals out of your bag. I'm not getting rid of the pizza. I'll just say right now, I'm not getting rid of the pizza. I guess what I will do, though, is I will I'll probably eat stuff that gives hot or cold resistance, because we're pretty much done with that mess. Also swim speed, because I don't really think we'll need swim speed. Let's just eat this, just so I can move faster for a little bit. Anyway, hello, stable hand. I wish to spice up your stable. I don't know if there was a good way to say that, I'll be honest. Why do I feel like that small child has a quest? Yeah, stable / whatever, Rasp family. Have you ever seen the Unity Bell in Terrytown over to the east? The story goes that if two people ring it together, their love will last forever. All sorts of couples visit to pay it respect. Anyway, I would like to, or I think it would be nice to paint a picture of the Unity Bell and hang it here in the stable. All 4 of your daughters. God, lucky man. Goddamn, congrats on you. All right, so we're going to Terrytown. Shouldn't be too bad to get to. Also, could probably visit by the house and take a quick peek inside there. Oh, I bought this bed just as a goof, but I guess you can. I mean, you do own the bed, so it would be weird if you couldn't sleep in it. But anyway, that's neither here nor now. I just wanted to stop. I was stopping by here just to get nostalgic about the whole bed making process, the bed building, or the bed making. Well, about the whole building making process of Terrytown and what we've done to get to that point. I was getting nostalgic for that. Did not realize that I would inadvertently learn that you can sleep in the bed that you put in the house if you just make it. Anyway, you want a picture of the bell? The bell is right here in the middle of town. So let's go ahead and get a nice picture of that. I want to zoom that in. A little bit further out just so the god statue and the ground is in place. I think having the couple there will make it look a little nicer too. Hey, do you two mind if I took a picture. Do you mind if I use a photo of you two for this? It'll look nice in the stable just up the road. Okay, cool, thanks. Everyone, I want to make this an odd moment to make this a standing point for something that I should mention. If you are going to take a photo of something, and there are people that are going to be in that photo, intentional or not, if you are able to establish communication with them, especially, if there is going to be someone you can take, or if you can talk to them and ask, hey, I am going to take a picture of this, and I want to make sure you're okay with the fact that that is a thing, and that your picture may become publicly viewable. Is that okay? I realize we currently live in an age where we're well, quote unquote, constantly online, and people are getting more comfortable with the fact that their face may appear anywhere now. But even so, just still ask people before you save a photo or share the photo. Common courtesy. Yeah. Here, have this picture of this bell. How's that look? Is that good? Let me look around. Sure, make a copy of it. I am literally just going to be mashing through most of this text. Again, unless it's unique information, I'm just going to mash through this text. It almost looks like it's sunset. This is actually I'm actually really proud of this particular picture. Some of the other ones, not so much, but this picture, really good at. Or, not really good at. I really like it. I'll turn this in. I want to say in another life. I would like to say maybe in another life, instead of doing content creation like I am, I probably would consider being a professional photographer. Because, like, I know my photography skills aren't, like, the best of the best. But I do feel like, you know, I do feel like a lot of the photos I take, I make sure I take care with the picture, especially if it's for somebody else and not for myself. I take very good care to make sure that whatever I'm taking a picture of looks good. It's mostly straight and all that jazz. I do everything I can to make it look good. Another horse for 4 more. Okay. My apologies for being a little rambly and incoherent at times throughout this episode. Hopefully it gets better next time on more Tears of the Kingdom. I hope to see you folks then, and take care.